Hey guys, I want to talk to you about the fruit of gentleness. I heard somebody say meekness is not weakness, but it's power under control. I watched a horse that was really, really significantly big. It was a huge horse. And I noticed it was just all muscle. It was a young, beautiful, strong, thoroughbred horse. They measure it by how many hands high it was. Well, this was a big horse. And I remember I got near it and I was a little intimidated by it because it was this huge, powerful beast, But it had been trained and it was power under control. It was, respectful to its owner, to its trainer. And therefore, when they put a saddle on it and I got to ride it, it was safe because it was actually a gentle beast. It was really something. And I even remember back in the day when the pit bull species of dog was starting to come on the scene, and it was getting a bad rap and notorious for being, an aggressive animal. Well, this friend had one that it was just like a gentle dog. It all has to do with who owns it and who's training it. Listen, guys, when you're owned by God and you're trained by Him, it makes all the difference in the world. Abusive people that abuse people raise people that can sometimes be harsh, Jesus, however, can make us totally new inside. Where I want to go with this is the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Today, I want to just look at gentleness for a minute. King David said, "Your gentleness has made me great." I've heard the phrase cooler heads prevail. And it's better to have a gentle spirit than it is to be an aggressor. Now, God is in no way advocating bland passivity. I mean, it takes deliberate commitment and intentionality to walk in love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. It's easy to walk in the flesh. The deeds of the flesh are evident, which are immorality, impurity, sensuality, idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, outbursts of anger, disputes, dissensions, factions, envying, drunkenness, carousing, and these things and things like these, of which I forewarn you, just as I have also forewarned you, that those who practice these things, habitually live in these things, yield to these things, walk in these things, will not inherit the kingdom of God. But the fruit of the Spirit, when the power of God comes in on a life, and this can happen to you upon salvation, and these patterns instantly are downloaded into your spiritual framework. I want to say your DNA, or your citizenship of heaven, that we actually value and even love our enemies. We see things differently than we did before. We actually can walk in joy now and operate in joy even when things are not very happy. In this life, in our country, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it's very elusive. But the joy of the Lord is our strength, and the joy and the enjoyment of knowing God and of having the assurance of being forgiven, having the no-so of security of salvation is the most wonderful prize we'll ever run into in our lives. Everything else is immaterial compared to peace with God. The peace with God that passes understanding. It'll guard your heart and your mind. The fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace. I want to get back to that. Patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness. Be gentle, husbands and wives. Be gentle, parents. Be gentle, single people. Be gentle. All the police officers we've hired over the years are not badge heavy. They're firm. They're strong, but they're kind. They're gentle. And that's exemplary. When we walk in that, it pleases God. Your gentleness, David said, has made me great. Be gentle in a situation. Be temperate. Be tolerant. Love is patient. It's gentle. It's kind. It's full of good fruit. And it's sown in peace by those who make peace. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. God bless you.